Hello, everybody. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the technical webinar in preparation of the Vilnius matchmaking event, which will take place next week on the 27th of April. My name is Daniel Košnica. I represent the Romanian Cluster Association. I'm a member of the technical team preparing the webinar on behalf of the European Cluster Collaboration Platform. And I will lead you to some technical details about how to use the matchmaking tool. So in order to arrange meeting and to make the best use out of the matchmaking next week. Next slide, please. So first, a few rules. So this webinar will last 1 hour, more or less. The webinar will be recorded and then they will be published on the matchmaking event website, which will be put also in the chat. All of the participants, thank you for accepting our invitation to participate to this webinar. So all participants are in listen mode, and we kindly ask you to put your questions in writing in the chat. We will answer the questions as they come, and also at the end of this session, we will have a Q&A, a question and answers session. Please do this in writing in the chat. Thank you very much. Next slide, please. So we will talk about these topics which you see now. The main part will be how to utilize the B2B match tool. We will discuss also about the thematic topic of the matchmaking event, the agenda of the event, and we will inform you about some antitrust compliance principles. And of course, at the end, we will have some question and answers session. Next slide, please. So let us see how you can use the B2 match tool in order to prepare yourself for the meetings to come on the 27th of April. Next slide, please. So, of course, first of all, you have to register to the B2B matchmaking platform. So, also we will write, if you have not done it yet, we will write the link in the chat. And after you have registered, of course, you have to log in order to go to your profile that you have created. Next slide. So you want to know, of course, when you are inside. So now we impersonate Agata from ECCP. So you want to know, of course, who is participating in Vilnius in the brokerage event, in the matchmaking event. So you will see in the menu above the participants selection possibility, and you select participants. Next slide. What is very important in order to find out who is participating in Vilnius event, you see on the left, you can select the participants to the Vilnius event, as you see here shown in the slide. And then, of course, a list of the participants. You see, until now we have 139 participating to the matchmaking event in Vilnius, and then you see a list of participants to the event, and which you can then select whom to meet. What is very important, so that if people want to meet you, and you want to meet people, of course, you have to know why. So you have to offer something, or you have to, of course, to request something. For that, you have the marketplace in the menu. You select the marketplace, and then you see here the selection criteria are product, service, request, partnership, or expertise. You can add in your profile your own opportunity. You click on add an opportunity. And if you do so, yeah, you can describe. If you are a producer of goods, then you select plus product and you describe your product. If you are a service provider, you describe, of course, the service you are providing. If you are interested in partnerships, for example, for projects, for European projects, you can you select a partnership, or if you have expertise, you have consultancy services to offer, of course, you select expertise. If you have anything specific you are looking for, then if you are requesting something, yeah, then you select request. So the first four are if you offer something, the fifth one if you are requesting something. Next slide, please. Then you, as we have seen, you can you have seen the list of participants, and you can book the matchmaking list, the matchmakings meetings. You have this this button of book meetings, which you see also, of course, in the menu, and you have filtered. You remember you have filtered the matchmaking Vilnius event, and then you have here a list of participants to Vilnius. And for example, because Lucia is the first one, let's assume that you request a meeting with Lucia, because you have also seen, you can see the organization profile, you see what she has to offer, what she has to demand, what is her expertise, what is the profile of her organization. So then you are interested to meet her, so you request a meeting. When you do this, you will see you have the slots. Some available slots will be shown for you, and you can select the slot which is available and which fits to your own interest. For example, you can select the first slot, or 12:30, for example. Next slide, please. So when you select the meeting with Lucia, for example, in this case, you can also write her a message. You see you have also the menu opportunity messages. You can also, when requesting the meeting, you can also explain why you are requesting the meeting, so that you make your offer or request more attractive. And when the meeting has been accepted, because when you send the request for the meeting, the ones Lucia in this case has to accept the meeting. So after she accepted the meeting, then you can chat with her all the way until the event takes place. And of course, the message exchange between participants are completely confidential. Next slide, please. Yeah, so you can chat, as you see here, an example. Also, you can make a multi-actor meeting. Yeah, if you have a meeting and you have discussed with your counterpart, with your partner, and have come to the conclusion that maybe a third party could be also interested in the meeting, then you have the possibility to invite guests. You have the possibility to invite up to 2 more participants to a meeting. Each matchmaking meeting will last for 20 minutes. And of course, the content of the meeting, again, we stress this is confidential. Thank you. Next slide, please. So how it will be. So this is a hybrid event. That means that there are 3 possibilities in which you can have the meetings. So if both of the participants are in Vilnius, participating directly to the matchmaking event on site, you will have a face-to-face meeting. You will be assigned a table. So when you book a meeting, you will be assigned a table, table 1, table 2, table 3, which will be highlighted there in the room. And then you will go at 12:30, for example, you will be assigned table number 2. You go to table number 2 and meet the partner. You have the meeting at 10 o'clock, at 12:30. Then at 12:50, maybe you have another table, table 4. Then you go to the next table. Our colleagues and we will be there on site to support you on the process, indicating the table you have to go. We will be there for you, so to support you in the matchmaking event. If you are online, so if you are not participating directly there, and your meeting partner is also online, then this will be an online meeting. This is taking place remotely. You will have, wherever you are, so you will have your computer. This will take place via the matchmaking tool, the video conferences of the B2 match. And there is the third possibility, the hybrid one, in which one of the partners is in Vilnius, but the other one is not in Vilnius. So for the one who is in Vilnius, you will be assigned a table, just that you will be alone at the table, but you will have your computer with you, and you will see in front of you in the computer the other person who is online. So there are also, in this case, for the one who is in Vilnius, we will be there to help you. It is very important that it is very important for the ones participating on site, especially, to respect the timing. So we will be there and we will make you attentive. Maybe if it is the case that you have 5 more minutes, things like that, because you can imagine it is a tight schedule and meetings come one after the other. So we have to keep the time. You cannot pass over the time, over the 20 minutes time. So this is why it's very important to be a little bit disciplined and to go to your meetings when the meeting starts. Next slide, please. So you see here what I have explained. Meeting with Eduard Williams, there is an online video meeting, and you see this camera sign, or you have the on-site meeting and you see the shaking hands sign, and you see here that, for example, from 12:30 to 12:50, this meeting is at table number 3, what I have just explained. Next slide. So if you are online, or if you are the onliner in hybrid, so if you are the person in online, you have to test your microphone and camera in the meetings list, and you see there will be in your agenda, there will be a button where it is written camera and microphone test, and this you should do, of course, before the meeting, because time is limited, only 20 minutes. The virtual meeting, so for the ones which are online, this will be done through the B2 Match video tool. So you need to have, ideally, a camera attached, but also if the video does not function or something like that, if this is the case, the meeting can still take place in audio mode. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is how it is to be done. We will come back to this a little bit later. Now about the topics of the matchmaking event. So the matchmaking event, first of all, next slide, please. First of all, takes place in the frame of a wider context of the Clusters Meet Regions event organized by the European Cluster Collaboration Platform, which takes place on the 26th and the 27th of April. Also, we will write the website, the link to the whole event. We encourage you to register for the whole event, so not only for the matchmakings. So for the one who have already registered for the matchmakings, please register also for the conference for the first day, which is also taking place in hybrid mode, so you can attend also online. And for the ones who have registered for the conference, please take the chance to register also for the matchmaking event, which takes place in the second day on the 27th. So it's a complex event, having a conference part and having also a matchmaking part. So the topics which are in focus in this matchmaking event are the ones which are written here, and the rationale behind is the disruptions in the supply and value chain that can be already observed in these topics as a result of the pandemic, and now on top of this, of the current war in Ukraine. So mainly these are the topics which are addressed in the matchmaking events. So if you are interested in one of these topics, if you have products to offer, services to offer, if you have to expertise to offer, if you want to conclude partnership for projects, for international cooperation projects like Interrex, like Horizon Europe, and so on, if you have something specific to request in these topics, then please register for the matchmaking event. Then please fill in your profile in the marketplace as we have shown you, with what you are looking for or what you are offering, and then search for the participants. There are a lot of participants already to the matchmaking event, and start to book meetings with them. Next slide. So the agenda, so how the 27th will look like. So we will have from 8:30 to 9:30. So you must also observe the time zone. The times are given in Central European time zone. So for Lithuania, for the people from Lithuania, this will mean an hour, so it will mean 9:30, the Eastern European time. So we will start with EU cluster talks, moderated by Mr. Antonio Novo, the president of the European Clusters Alliance. Then we will have a pitching session where clusters participating, you included, can pitch yourself, can present yourself to the audience in order to show your expertise and offers and requests. Then we will have a presentation of the matchmaking events and what do they mean, and why is it important to participate, of course, in this event, in this matchmaking event, but in general in matchmaking events. And we will also highlight the services that the Enterprise Europe Network, the largest global network in support to internationalization for SMEs, has to offer in regard to commercial international cooperation, technology, international technology transfer, and also participation to joint international research projects, in particular Horizon Europe. Then after a lunch, we will start the matchmakings we have been talking about. And in the end, last but not least, we will have a debriefing session. Next slide, please. So it is very important also for us to have your feedback from this matchmaking event. So please, we kindly ask you, after participating to the matchmaking event, to fill in the debriefing survey. A link will be sent to all the participants to the matchmaking. Please take your time, a few minutes of your time, to provide us with feedback. Thank you. Next slide. Next slide, please. There are some principles of antitrust compliance. I just read them to you because they are important. So exchanging information to find partners with complementarity capabilities to achieve efficient and faster production through quicker delivery of key inputs can be beneficial and compatible with competition rules, yes, if certain principles are observed. Exchange of commercial information is kept to the minimum necessary and limited both in time and to resolving related supply challenges. Particular sensitive information prices, discounts, cost, sales, commercial strategies, expansion plans and investments, customers and suppliers list. Do not exchange such information with your direct competitor in relation to competing products. If talking with a direct competitor at the event, keep notes on the subjects discussed. So we have come, next slide. We will come to the we'll come now to a practical example. So I will come back now to what we have presented, to the matchmaking tool. So I myself, I will participate. So I participate to the matchmaking event on behalf of the Romanian Cluster Association, and of course, I am interested in particular in we are interested in creating partnerships. So partnership in the interest of our members. So I will use this opportunity in Vilnius to meet other people there. So how I do this? So, and now, if you allow me, I will share my screen. So I hope you see my screen. So I have already logged in. So now I am in my profile. You see, this is my profile as the Romanian Cluster Association. So all this information you have seen here, overview, my availability, my opportunities, and so on, I have already filled in when I made my profile. Regarding my availability, you see here, I'm available for the whole platform because this is embedded in the supply chain resilience platform. So if you register your profile here, you will be visible on a long term on the supply chain resilience platform. And this is a very good thing because meetings can be asked and offered even beyond this event. But you can see I have expressed my availability both also for the Baltic region clustering, strengthening local and European value chains, which is our matchmaking event. So you see, I have clicked at my availability. I have clicked both sessions, both sessions. So because there is a coffee break between the sessions, and I chose here because I will be myself in Vilnius. You see, I chose here that I attend the session on site. So this is here in my availability. In my opportunities, I have our interest, as I told you, is to have international cooperation project to identify disruptions in the supply and value chains. And this I have made visible, and now I want to meet people. And how do I do this? So I go to participants, as I've shown you also in the presentation. You see here are very many participants on the platform, but now I'm interested in the people participating in Vilnius only. So it is very important that I select here matchmaking event Vilnius, and I see here now the 158 participants in Vilnius, and now I can scroll through the participants, and for example, even from the title here, I can see who is participating, and for example, because I have seen here, I can ask a meeting. I just scroll. Then I have, of course, you have to a little bit to see what was the organization profile. For example, if I want to meet Mantas Zubas, from GymCat, I have to go to see the organization profile. I have to see what are the opportunities, what he's offering. So I just scroll and see who is participating. And then I can, for example, I find here Sarah. I want to request a meeting with Sarah, which is with us now as an example. And I request a meeting, and you see she is only available now at 13:50 at 14:30 and at 16:30, because you see we both are there. You see here the shaking hands, and if I click here on the 13:50, then I go next, and I can write her also a message. Hi Sarah, yeah, I would like meet you, yeah, in Vilnius in order to establish business or project operation opportunities, because this is what I am interested in. Yeah, and then I send the request, and the request has to be accepted. You see, it will be at table 1. They tell me also that it will be at table 1. So yeah, like that you can do this as I do it now, and you can just ask for meetings. For example, this is how I do it. Yeah, and there are the slots. There are 9 slots because we have this time, and I encourage you to start booking your meetings. So if you have not registered yet, please register your profile. Please, in the marketplace, add opportunities. For example, add an opportunity. You can create the opportunity so that people can find you, that people know why they should meet you, and then start requesting the meetings. So this was all from my side. Now I'm looking for your questions. So we have a question. What is meant by the term chemicals? It is the industry. It is the industrial sector related to chemical products. So somebody is asking, how long does it take for my profile to be validated on the platform? Not much. There are colleagues from the Enterprise Europe network, including ourselves, who are with the platform is actually continuously open. As soon as a registration comes in, we see it, we check it, and we validate it. A very important when registering from the platform, please use corporate emails. We have to know that people participating to this matchmaking event really represent something. So it is not generic emails like Gmail, like Yahoo, and so on. They are not welcome because they are questionable. We do not know what is behind. Also, of course, it is because we all use Gmails and Yahoos and things like that. Our first impulse is to use this because we use this for everything. But when we're registering for this matchmaking event, please use the corporate emails. And I also kindly ask the ones who have registered with generic emails to change their emails. This you can do when you go to my account, edit my edit my profile, you can do this. I can show you. So also show you how to do this. So if I go to myself, I go to edit my profile, and here you see I have all the information about myself, including the email address under which I have been registered. See here I have I have my account. I have my account address in account settings, and here you can change if you have registered with Yahoo or Gmail or other generic email. More questions? I would also like to especially encourage participants to the matchmaking event, participants from Lithuania, because Lithuania is so the event is taking place in Lithuania. So yeah, then the initiative of the meetings with of course there is an international matchmaking events. So people and companies from Spain can meet people and companies from Romania or from Bulgaria or from Germany. But we because it is in Lithuania, we would like also Romanians and Spanish and German and the others would like, of course, to meet their Lithuanian counterparts. So I would encourage the Lithuanian participants, which are very many, to start asking meetings as they are the hosts, to start asking meetings from the other participants from the other countries participating to the matchmaking event. Also, it is a very good opportunity for our friends in Ukraine to which during our ECCP sessions each morning and each Wednesday in particular, they present their competencies, and due to the situation, they face a very challenging and dramatic situation. So they really need to find cooperation opportunities with partners in Europe, also because they're registered to start asking for meetings. So we the others gladly accept meetings. So this is a personal and special invitation to the Lithuanian partners and also to the Ukrainian partners. But of course, everybody should take these opportunities to start meeting partners for future business or project opportunities. If recycling of plastic materials is a topic in the meeting of the 27th, yes. Maybe, as we wait for additional questions, maybe Theodora would like to, to explain a little bit about the importance of the pitching session and what we can expect in the first part of the 27th of April.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Thank you, Daniel, for giving me the opportunity. Yes, after the cluster talks, we will start the day with the pitching session. So this is another opportunity when in a couple of minutes, I mean, let's say between 5 to 8 minutes, in a few slides, participants will be able to address also from one side to start with presentation, a brief presentation of the organization. They're presenting their capacities, the experience so far, but also once again to address what kind of partnership they are looking or projects they would be interested to enter, because these meetings in person, or as well as if you record your pitching session, will give an opportunity to explain not only your current experience, but where you want to go. So when you are organizing your pitching session, please focus whether you are targeting new partners or whether you are looking for a specific concrete partnership under such some project and open call. Because the time which you have, it is limited. Therefore, you need to focus your session to address concrete example or concrete, basically, what are your needs and with whom you would like to meet, to partner. If there is a specific project or a destination you're looking for a partnership, because all these sessions will be recorded and afterwards will be featured on the European Cluster Collaboration Platform website. But we will use all our networks as well to promote further and obviously make the possible connections. So if please, for the pitching sessions, it is very important that you kind of put a concrete aim of this session, basically whether you want to focus on the organization, on the experience, or basically on what kind of partnerships or projects you want to enter. This should be very, very clearly put. So if you imagine if you are working on 5 to 6, 7 slides, please use one of the slides for the presenting the organization, giving your personal experience, past projects. Even on the next slides, you can see the challenges so far or some good examples, but also address what are your next steps, what are you looking for from this participation and pitching session, so we would be able to help you further on that. Yes, so I mean, also always it's very good to kind of practice for that, because we will be very strict on the time. Therefore, it is my advice, please rehearse your presentation so you will make the best out of the opportunity given. So Daniel, this is from my...
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I hope that everything was clear. So yeah, please start book your meetings. So again, so you see from the participants, you can select the people which are in the matchmaking event in Vilnius, and then you scroll through the participants, you see that what they have to offer, what they demand, and then you can book your meetings. So if no further questions, thank you very much for attending this webinar, and looking forward to meeting you in Vilnius on the 26th and 27th of April, either in person or in virtual format. Thank you very much, and goodbye.